Yeah. Anyway, welcome to the Hacking Contest 2013 results. We've had a contest week going on, it's been good. We've had plenty of streams, all these hacks you can download and everything. And the community trophy voting went well as well. So it's definitely been a successful week. What does everyone think?
It sucked! That was alright.
Awful!
I want my money back.
I made drum and bass. That's how awful this week has been.
Apart from a few hiccups, no, I think it's been pretty good this week.
Yeah, it's been fun. I've enjoyed every moment of it.
Yeah, same.
Well,
podcasts.
I say every moment, most moments.
On the whole, not too bad. There was some down point.
To be fair, how this format has worked this week's been a lot better than what we've done a few years ago. Like, this was our first contest week on our own. We weren't doing it with Sage or anything, so it's good to see.
Yeah, it's definitely been a first for a lot of things this year, but I think it's done pretty damn well.
Hopefully we'll lay standard down for next year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing.
I definitely see the same kind of format happening next year. Maybe a little few changes on the contest side, as I'm sure a few people were asking, well, can we do this? Can we change this rule and everything? So we'll have to go through the list and everything. Anyway, I'm Spanner, and joined by me are a bunch of other people that can introduce themselves one after the other.
I think we should start. Yeah. I'll start for simplicity. I'm Sam. I've been participating through most of the week. I've been here since Monday, and I did a workshop yesterday, which I uploaded to YouTube. But other than that, I'm still beta as shit.
Fair enough.
Shall I go? I'm Overlord. I'm a moderator on Sonic Retro, and I'm basically just here to look pretty.
And make his annual appearance.
And that as well, yeah.
Joke is no one can see you.
Yes, well done, Gene. Thanks for pointing that out.
You have a wonderful face for radio. What can I say?
Thank you, good sir.
As you did a few years ago, and now the shipping broadcast.
Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm MegaGWolf, and you know that by now, I'm sure.
Oh!
It's hard to gesture trying to talk because I can't hear anything.
Hey, what up?
There he goes.
Okay.
Well, while he gets worked out, I guess I'll just jump in and do mine. I am Gene from Sonic Retro. That's all I really have to say because no one else knows about me because the front page is... Well, we don't have a front page, but we do.
Retro has a front page?
Retro has a front page.
I'm surprised.
You guys report news? On games? Or
Bulletin!
Right, I might as well jump in. Hey everyone, I'm Sinister. You know me from the chat. I'm also admin at Sonic Retro, and I made a few of these hacks that you've been playing and been requesting like mad. Hello.
Oh, by the way, Nova is still next.
Yes.
I guess I'll jump in. I'm Chimera. I help people with mods like Dario with the Unleashed project and Melvin with the Power Pack thing that he's not releasing yet.
Spoilers.
And by that I mean I made his logo.
You didn't make his website.
Oh, I kinda made his website. A little bit.
Did you find the old GeoCities images then for him?
I think Hinchy did that.
Okay, I guess I'm the last one then. Yes, surprise, I have invaded your podcast. I am Aqua Slash, also known as that S-Factor guy. I'm here because evidently they needed a token black guy, so they called me.
It's okay, I'm the token Spanish guy.
On now.
We're in the minority club.
We're all about including...
Minority!
Oh god.
Oh
I'm
god.
supposed to pull left though.
No, Lazzy, you haven't introduced yourself.
Go on.
No, Marky. Okay, I'm happy.
Marky, do it.
Let's see.
Well, Marky's introducing himself via sign language.
Nowadays, so. I work on the Mega Drive wiki. It's a project that Tristan and I work on a lot. So.
Alright, okay, I'll introduce myself properly. I'm Marky the Jester, I'm the resident fool. I post a lot of crap, and that's basically it.
And when he does post a lot of crap, it's usually followed by me doing something stupid on YouTube.
And we're also joined by Donnie.
Hi guys, I just woke up.
Wow. Best edition ever.
Dude, that's
Hey
his
guys,
entire
I just
introduction.
A well-planned appearance.
I just rolled out of bed.
I did
Just
too.
got out
Kind
of
of early.
bed.
Can I get my
hang
50
on,
bucks now?
hang on. Is that Draco's Zone?
Drake is on?
I love you too.
Hey, so as you can see, we've got a good turnout for people who have just come out of bed to find out the results. And we will start off with the judge trophies. What we will do is we will talk about a winning entry. If they have won a number of entries, then we'll mention them. Aside from the community trophies, which will be discussed later, and the top 3 winners. So we're going to start with the Polygon Gym trophy. This was previously known as the What the Fuck trophy, but we've called it the Polygon Gym trophy because it is truly a trophy that Polygon Gym would be best remembered for. And the winner of this is everyone's most demanded hack, an ordinary Sonic ROM hack by Sanosu.
Hey!
Eternal Tech member.
Definitely very good to have hack.
Yeah, actually, honestly, I think Jim would have completely approved of this choice.
Sure.
No, he's just gone, fuck this shit.
No, I think he would have approved of it if it was changed. So instead of Sonic with red eyes, it would. Well, he would have approved of the motor bug in it, definitely.
Yeah, probably. Because I was talking to some of his friends, and I think they told me that he didn't exactly like the Sonic.exe crap, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
If it was a motor bug, maybe he would have liked it.
I think it's one of those things where it is starting to get overused.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's becoming it became really popular all of a sudden, didn't it?
Mm.
I think
I don't
it may
even
have been
understand how,
because of us, because what we did with the Halloween, and now, now we just kind of use it in passing as a joke every now and then.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering how much influence I had. I don't imagine I had that much, but I did a review on the fan game, then I made a recreation of the thing, and then I showed off Sinisu's hack, so I've covered it a bit, actually.
Well, anything, it's at the same level as Tails doll is now.
No, I don't think it's that bad. Not yet.
The person who made the Tails doll, he was at Summer Sonic, Sonic Boom. I can't remember his name, but they were doing these Q&A sessions, and people wouldn't stop shutting up about asking them about the Tails doll.
No. That was at Boom. At Summer of Sonic, it was a single question about it.
Boom was embarrassing for that, but that's not.
They didn't even vet the questions. They just let anyone answer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they ask the same Tails question as Sonic Boom anyway?
Yep.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun making this hack, but I think it's probably the last time I'm gonna make or do anything with Sonic EXE, apart from obviously to finish this and get the other levels working and fix up the bugs. But otherwise, I think EXE is starting to go overused, so I think it'll be left at that.
It's time we finally just threw the holy water on the server.
Yeah. Yeah, for those of you that haven't actually seen it at all, if you go on the Sonic Retro forums, click anywhere on the forum that isn't a link, and just type in praise him on your keyboard without a space in it, you might get a bit of a shock after about 11 seconds.
Praise him.
Praise him.
It was so funny when it played the drowning music.
Oh, God.
Specifically after 11 seconds, eh?
Yeah, it was actually after 11 seconds.
Wow.
Because that's when everything decides to start with the script and it starts getting worse and worse.
Why
and worse.
11 seconds? Just picked at random.
Because originally, when it first started out for the Halloween stuff, I had to pick a time that people wouldn't suspect immediately when they went on the page. So anyone who waited 11 seconds on a single page, suddenly things started to happen.
That's actually a good concept.
Yeah, suddenly static and then...
Basically, yeah.
Jumps out of their seats.
Suddenly Kefko up in this bitch. Ah.
It's kind of the only thing related to Sonic.exe that actually made me a little freaked out because the original concept is kind of funny, but then when you have that stuff happening on the website, you're like, what is going on with my browser?
Yeah, you just type praise him into the forum, so anywhere on the forum. It doesn't have to be on a reply form. Quite literally, you can just go to the forum index and start typing it.
Also, if you see...
Does it have to be a space in between him and praise?
No, it's all one word. Praise him, all one word.
Also, if you happen to see a post made by Mark, try and pay attention to something in his post. You'll notice a little weird thing.
Yeah, if you take a look at my... If you have an account on there and you can see signatures, just take a look at one of my signatures, because that gets altered as well, which is always good fun.
I think that was the original idea to make the hacks. People saw it, it's like, oh!
It was the inspiration for it, especially palette-wise and stuff like that, definitely.
Now, I was saying this, I think, yesterday. There are people in my house who play Sonic ROMs on the Nintendo DS using the Nintendo DS emulator. So I wonder if you should just swap out Sonic 1 for this and just find out the reaction.
I think if you want, I'll give you a version where it still has the original Sonic 1 title screen, so they won't even notice that at the beginning.
Oh, that would be good.
Wait, Mark, can it be the version where, like, kind of like Sonic.exe, after you press start, it immediately cuts the death look?
I'm sure I can work something out with that. The main reason why there is static, and the reason why if you actually look carefully and time it, the amount of static is different in every zone, because it's actually using the time of that static going to actually reload all the art that needs to be reloaded.
Yeah, that works. So maybe you can have it like static when you press start.
Maybe. Anyway, it was fun to make, and everyone. The one thing I will say about it that was never good about it, I think, was just everyone asking for a download link every 2 seconds. Oh my god.
If they asked me for that, they'd be receiving a ROM that I call Sonic and Friends. So don't ask me for stuff. I think...
Anyway, let's move on to a new trophy, I think.
And MegaGWolf can get this ROM loaded up, because for the Tails trophy, which is the most improved hack from last year, and Windy Valley trophy, which is the best level art in a hack, has been awarded to Metal Sonic Hyperdrive NK Darkon.
Yay! I really liked this, by the way. I've actually beaten this. Like, I decided that I had a free day, like, I had a free hour at the end of the Saturday, and I just beat it.
No, I'm really impressed with this hack. I mean, last year, it was a general hack. It had all the characters in it. It had, but the level art was very standard. It was much more Sonic 1-esque in that way. I mean, it had this lovely menu that everyone's seeing right now, and of course it had things like Kirby in it still, and everyone was like, okay, what is this? But it was nowhere near as polished as the way it's come out in a year.
Dude, and Kirby couldn't do this.
No, he couldn't.
The best.
This one won the Tails trophy, the most improved hack from last year, and the Windy Valley trophy, the best level art in a hack.
Yeah, I can see that. I can agree with that. This has come a long, long way since I even last saw it. So.
Yeah,
this was the first time I actually saw it, so for me, it just attracted me. Like, a really nice looking title screen, so I said, "Oh, let me pick this one," and it was a total blast to play. It may just stay on my PSP for the rest of until I get bored of it. Actually,
for the rest of it until I get bored.
There's one thing to note, is that this hack's pretty much finished in a way. You can play through all the levels, and there's no placeholder levels or just green hill zone somewhere. You can actually play that, and it's got the credits and everything.
Yeah.
The one thing that would make this perfect would be custom bosses.
The music instead of Ninico's boss music. Please stop using Ninico's pack. It's terrible. Please make your own music. There is a tutorial Dalek Sam made that you can use.
Also, there's a couple little sprite things here and there that could also be cleaned up.
Yeah, you
can notice occasional Sonic sprites. Yeah, usually in the jump frames or roll frames.
Yeah. I think I downloaded an older hack because, like, the one I had, Kirby instead uses Kirby Superstar sprites. So
yeah, that was an odd one. I think this hack's been in for about 5 years running, 4 years running, I think.
Dang!
And this is definitely, I mean, between all of those, this is the most extreme improvement since.
Yeah.
Since the
Given
initial
name
one.
changes.
Yeah, because it was
used to be
Overdrive, wasn't it?
Overdrive, it's now Metal Sonic Hyperdrive.
Yeah, it was Metal Sonic Overdrive.
No wonder why some people
I've
keep calling
played it
that.
since then. I've played it since it was Overdrive, if I remember correctly. So I've seen it evolve into this beautiful thing.
The issue with 11 people in a Skype call is that I can't get to talk over anyone, but level layouts in this, while it's all nice and good, it's I think it would be a lot better if the layouts were like there's a lot of layers to them, like not to them, but it's a bit bland in a way. So if that could be improved for next year, I think this could be a really good hack that will be memorable for everyone.
In a way, the level design reminds me of Sonic CD.
Yeah, especially with the Sonic CD art, where it's basically, some of the cases it's a foreground from one level of Sonic CD and a background from another, which is quite nice.
Oh yeah, the level art definitely helps with that, but the actual, I don't know, the actual layouts, the way they feel, as I said, the many layers to it and the way it goes through, it feels very Sonic CD-esque.
I like it.
They just had more features.
Oh yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, I think the last year's one I played maybe for a couple of minutes and then I didn't play it anymore. I just skipped through bits and pieces where I could just to get an overall feel, but I didn't feel like playing it. Whereas this, just as you have, G, I actually played this through to completion from beginning to end.
Yep.
I think the one thing I like about it the most is the fact that everything looks like it fits. I mean, in comparison to the last one, I mean, a lot of packs tend to have pieces all over the goddamn show. But this is very, very nicely put together.
Oh, you can't touch the thingies. Okay.
I didn't know you couldn't touch it as Kirby. I didn't lose my rings.
Kirby sucks up those rings.
Yeah, apparently he can't take a hit for shit though.
I really wish that like the next version of this hack, Kirby sticks in the air for a second and then like goes da 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 da.
That would be brilliant.
That would be excellent.
Oh, that'd be
hard to do
amazing.
either, but yeah.
It'd be interesting to see if they could give if Kirby could suck in a bad nick and actually take that power.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that would be
fun. That would be fun.
Also, they could give like the Badnik some frames where like has a worried look on it and tries to move away. Like in...
So how would it work? If he sucks up a Motobug, he gets Weedle, or if he sucks up a Buzz Bomb, he gets
literally just make me and Sonic, please. Kirby goes super. I'd like that. He could have all the abilities in one, maybe.
I don't think there are special stages in this one, if I remember correctly.
No, what you do is you find... oh, there are? Oh, I thought you find... Because I remember finding an emerald monitor, and then it makes a special ring appear at the end. But when you go through it, it doesn't actually take you to a level. You just get the emerald.
Okay, so you have to get the emerald monitor and the 50 ring.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Triple Trouble, then only not.
Only with no actual special stage.
It's like the gear version, except you have to get the ring at the end in order to actually get the emerald. Like, you don't get the emerald physically, you just get a monitor that activates the ring. I kind of like that. It's like, you have to explore and then go, oh yeah, I want to get this emerald. Get
As a little thing, Kirby should be able to suck up the results scores as it goes by.
And the title card.
That would be great.
Yeah.
And then he gets like really fat, but then like fatter than normal, and then just and then smiles at the camera.
That.
I can see you at this Swan Windy Valley. That's extremely pretty.
Yeah. Of course, Kirby sucks because he can't have invincibility frames.
I mean, if they were to give
No.
Kirby,
I think it's because I was on hard mode.
Yeah.
Yes. I just realized I remembered I did that.
I believe when you're on hard mode, you can't even take a hit, you just die.
That would be why.
It would be harder mode. Because I think that's the thing, isn't it?
On the master quest.
Is there anything else that can be said about this?
Oh wait, no, there's only normal and hard.
Why do people still... Why do people still insist on putting in the super peel out? It's useless and I don't like it.
Well, that's
Sonic
Looks
doesn't have it,
good,
though.
my friend.
Man, screw peel out. Strike dash is where it's at.
Yeah.
It is faster.
I'll always have a
But I
soft
love
I'll
my
always have a soft
figure
spot
eight
for the
fun.
super peel out.
I won't. It's terrible. Why is it even a thing?
Because when you put it in a game where you have to actually earn your power-ups, you start off with super peel out and then you get the spin dash afterwards.
Okay, that would be awesome.
You know, there's a thing, I'm sure this was, I think it was Varian who was talking about this last night or something. Imagine, well, most hack people are just touching Sonic 1 and then they add the spin dash, and the thing is an achievement, well, achievement unlocked, you added the spin dash. There's more things you can add to than a spin dash from a guide. Try something new for once.
Like the homing attack!
Hey, G-Wolf, I'm just wondering, what do you not like about the peel out that is like too slow to actually build up your speed or something? Like,
Yeah, it does take a while, but it almost feels like it's in every way inferior to the spin dash. Maybe in this case it's okay because he's seriously nerfed the spin dash in the game. But like the only time the super peel out has been any faster than the spin dash has been in Sonic CD.
Yeah, I was about to say, that was
Peel out
the
was a counter to the Sonic 2. I'm sorry. The peel out was a counter to the Sonic CD spin dash because it wasn't overpowered like the Sonic 2 spin dash is.
Yeah, the Sonic 2.
You could say that the peel out basically gives you all the disadvantages of the Sonic CD spin dash with none of the advantages of it.
Well, I mean, I kind of like how some people would do the peel out where it's not like press up and hold, but rather like it's basically the Sonic 2 spin dash, but as a peel out, so it's even faster.
The one thing I always liked about both the peel out and the spin dash in Sonic CD is you couldn't just press down, press the button, and then let go instantly. You actually had to charge. There was an actual charge time to it.
Yeah, it's the same in this actually.
Hmm.
You have to give it a bit before it can let you go.
I mean, like, I kind of don't like that much, because sometimes I just want to go forward, but, I mean, like, if it's the case where you can't just, like, mash down and you immediately blast off, kind of like in Adventure, then, yeah, I guess it's better.
Mind you, if you want that dash of speed, I just double jump.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that works.
And also, like, my problem with, sometimes when people add the peel out is, like, in games like Sonic Boom, that hack, where everything, it was basically, Tool Assisted speedrun the game, like, that's, like, that game,
Speedrun the game that was out to kill you.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really
come
think...
on, he wasn't that bad.
I mean, why screw peel out, or even spin dash when you can just, like, jump kick? Kind of feels like, almost like a legacy attack at that point.
Yeah, it almost felt like he just put it in for just because.
I think most of the stuff in Boom was more because of to get you in moving in different directions instantly.
Yeah.
When is that ever gonna get an update? I want an update right now.
Last time I heard of thing, SNK Enjoy was going to move to his own place, and then he would actually have some time to work on it. But there's been nothing other than that being said. So.
You know what I want? The developer of Sonic Boom and Taxman to work together to make a retro engine version of Sonic Boom. Please.
That won't happen.
Why not?
That won't happen.
I know it won't, but I'm in my own world right now where it has happened and it's fabulous. It's amazing.
It is beautiful. Meanwhile, Spanner gets jealous of my musical abilities, surpassing his in 2009.
Moving on. Let's talk about another hack. We will go on about music later, but for now we're going to discuss the Casinopolis trophy, which is the most entertaining and fun hack submitted, and the Carnival Night trophy, the most innovative gameplay featuring hack submitted, which has gone to Sonic Classic Heroes Rise of the Chaotix by Flingwing.
Oh, yes.
Oh boy, this.
That's awesome.
This, I will admit, I really like the additional stuff. Sorry, what were you saying? Were you trying to speak now?
No. I'm just saying, this one you can play as Team Chaotix. I'm wanting, can we have Team Rose next so we can have Big the Cat and the hack? Finally.
Yes!
As far as I know, they are going to put in Team Rose. He is going to put in Team Rose, but it's not going to be big.
Oh, fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! I want big and a hack.
And not big. So.
Froggy.
What's going to be in Team Rose?
Yeah, he said it was gonna be Tikal.
Tikal.
It's more of a palette thing and like a palette and sprite limitation thing than anything else. Because putting big in a hack is going to be huge.
Literally.
A lot of beat RAM per sprite, so.
I don't give a shit. I don't care if he's like has to be a fat Robotnik remodel, whatever.
Well, technically, I think
so
it
you're
was
suggesting that Big the Cat should be in Robotnik's Echo Bill fishing through the...
Or he could just be in the airplane in Sonic 2 in Sky Chase.
So guys, imagine if Sonic Heroes had this feature. Instead of your teammates flying around everywhere and then immediately snap back to you, they tether you to them. That would suck.
Oh. It's a bit buggy, the chaotic time.
Honestly, that was the reason why I voted for this for the most innovative gameplay feature, was just because more than anything else, actually being able to add in that Chaotix tether. Just insane.
Yeah.
Is it only for Team Chaotix or for all the teams?
I think it's for all of them.
Yeah, you can set it for all teams. You can even turn it off as well, which is nice. But I like it on.
For Team Chaotix.
I like it on because ping pong, ping pong! And B. I love the B. The B breaks everything, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Fly everywhere.
Yep, exactly.
Charm the game breaking B.
Is the tether feature default for Team Chaotix?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
No, you can. Yeah, it's something that you set.
Yeah, by default, it's not on though. So, but there, let me show you how broken this is right now. Let me just, yeah, this is a good level. I like this level, guys. This is a great level. It's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good level.
That's sure we have that in Sonic Heroes. It'd actually be useful.
This, you can break Marble Hill, I keep calling it that, it's a habit, don't worry. Marble Zone, like you can just make it your bitch, it's amazing.
They did add things, though, to compensate.
Yep, you say that, but I've found no level so far that hasn't allowed me to do this, even if I glitch through things.
No, what I mean is they actually added things like 1-ups for you to get if you do that.
Oh! Yes, they did that too.
Look forward to breaking the game.
I love this guy's comment. GG, G.
GG. Nam's a lot.
GG.
I play this when I get my next off. It's actually pretty cool. So.
I mean, technically, this hack is also impressive just because you have so much happening on screen at once. And palette-wise, and get everything working together.
Vector gets the checkpoint.
Two palette lines, if I remember rightly from what I read, but I don't remember.
Oh.
I remember reading that the characters are spread across 2 palette lines, and
I think so, yeah.
You get a nice orange Robotnik.
I think you're stuck there, G.
Nah, I used the B.
But yeah, like,
I know I'm working on something for it, spoiler. And like I had to like palette is really something. I guess I gotta talk to him.
Like Spanish said,
I've actually just noticed the flowers, and I didn't realize that they were green in the center there until now.
Oh yeah, Robotnik is orange.
Flower. Yeah, like Spanish said, you can enjoy Simpsons Robotnik.
Robotnik got a spray on 10, I see.
Yeah. Also, did you notice that the color of the flame shield is slightly off as well?
Yeah, I did just notice that as well.
It's brown.
I think that's only for Chaotix, though.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it makes sense, because like, you probably don't have any pure reds in there.
Yeah, I think that's Vector's back spines or whatever doing that.
So I'm sure it's something we can overlook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No.
It's fine.
Can't rid of trophy now. We have to revoke it.
Yeah, there are some things that you just can't really work around completely.
Well, I'm
so you just gotta
surprised.
work with it.
Last surprise has like they were able to get SBO's idle animation to seemingly not affect anything else, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
I think it's because they basically made those purples not be used anywhere else. Full stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but have you seen his idle animation though? He changes color. He changes color.
If they don't use those purples anywhere else in the game at all for anything else, then it won't affect anything else.
Yep.
Actually, I think the oh wait, no, the goalposts are changed to Sonic 2, aren't they? So yeah, the goalposts wouldn't have those colors then.
Well, I mean, you could probably do a work around that, like not actually alter the palette, but just have like a bunch of sprites that are in there that are each color, and then just have it cycle through each frame. So it looks like it's changing colors.
You could do that, but it's a little bit troublesome at times. But yeah, you could probably get away with that if you really wanted to do it that way.
It just shows you that what some people consider impossible is actually possible. Just the same as the bigger the cat thing.
All you have to do is try.
Oh, here we go.
There's plenty of stuff to be
Here we go.
Just the thing that you don't even see the tethering.
Broken.
That was a great Marble Zone run, wasn't it?
That's
Easiest level ever.
That's a mighty nice level you have there. It would
I love how
real shame if we broke it.
I love how Charmy's his continue object is bigger than him.
Didn't even notice that. I did not even notice that.
It's hilarious.
Oh wow, I didn't know those were there. I could probably add it.
Vector, what are you doing? Alright, never mind.
How's his face icon is bigger than him.
Just blazing through Marble Zone here.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, just casually playing through Marble Zone, yeah. Lava, what's
No
that?
rings even.
Yeah, I don't care.
Mark, you see that?
Yeah. God, it is. That's amazing.
It's so small.
So, oh, carry on.
No, I was just saying he's so small.
In the air.
He's so small yet so godly.
Look at how small you are. But no, I'd definitely say this was the most fun, even just for breaking the levels like this.
I had fun doing it.
In some ways, breaking it is part of the fun.
Did Charmy's attack have any limitation of the original Chaotix at all?
Nope.
Or was it just like, oh well, everyone's tethered, so there's no way anyone's going to break this with our level design? Something like that?
Maybe.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, the people's weight would hold them back. Especially if you got stuck with, like, heavy.
Yeah.
That makes me wonder if, for Charmy's power, he's going to add, like, a weight consideration. Probably not, but...
So, I think that now that Marble Zone is finished, we should probably go on to another hack.
Okay.
That's probably a good idea, yes.
Okay, for the Spin Dash Trophy, which is the best new ability in a hack, the Emerald Trophy, which is the best special stage in a hack, and the D.A. Garn Trophy for the best music in a hack, the S Faction, Sonya, and Silver by Aquaslash and Pals.
Hell yeah!
Yay!
Nice.
Dun, dun,
yeah.
da, 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 da.
Music has been done by Aquaslash mainly, if I remember correctly. Most of it is all him in there, completely. So,
Aside from a few tracks where there's been people who have done stuff for him, and
but most of those he's actually gone back and actually improved and changed himself anyway. So it's not just a case of taking someone's stock music anyway. He's actually gone altered it.
also I did one thing for this. Hey, actually, there's something for once. The Sonic 4 boss music that is used in one of the levels was
I got plans for that.
Was my one from Sonic 2 Dempsey Edition, which originally Tweaker did when I asked him, could you please give me this music import from Sonic 3D Blast, and so he gives me it, and then I add the different instruments, and now it's in another hack. So yeah.
No, there you go.
I'm gonna put another drum track in that eventually, so it's gonna be like the other ones where it has a remixed drum track.
If you want to redo the voice to make it sound a little bit more Sonic 4ish, feel free to, because that voice is from Rocket Knight Adventures, I think.
Okay.
Or use proper voices so it doesn't sound terrible.
Oh, it's supposed to be a Sonic 4 track. So
No, I know.
It's meant to sound terrible.
That's the joke, not JK. Hey, can I answer some questions right quick since I see people?
Yeah, go ahead.
Keep constantly talking about this on the stream. All right, hi people. Yeah, kind of.
Hi people.
The Aqua Slash. The Aqua Slash of House. First thing is first. Everybody that's not Sonya and Silver got locked down because they're broken. If you do manage to get them working, don't complain when the game freezes and all that crap.
I was hoping to play as Mighty.
Added.
I thought you
will be added slowly. No, they're in the game, but they're inaccessible because they're all broken right now.
Yeah,
I'm like in the middle of a big old object change. That's why I locked them down. So stop asking about them. And yeah, that's about it.
That's about it. So about the same stance that me and Sinisu had about Ordinary Hack at the beginning. Shut the fuck up!
I remember, like, in Johnny's stream that he was able to unlock a character, though, with the password, or other characters unlockable through passwords, though, if by chance they're able to find them.
They will be. Like, you can see who everybody is if you just mess through the sound test and all that.
Yeah.
But they're currently not now, but all the passwords are in there.
Oh.
So
yeah, Chaotix.
In there,
Chaotix for Mighty, by the way, if you want to know. There you go. Dude, is the super forms in this yet? Because I swear I typed in winning once and it told me I got it, but
yes, that's the super code. It's winning.
I was expecting a Charlie Sheen sprite snorting coke.
That'd have been good too.
That's in the final version.
And all 3 buttons to access the super forms.
Yeah, you can do it that way. It's the same way it's always been, I think.
Oh wait, that actually is in still it. I can words. Oh, because
Slash. Actually, typed. Well, I was trying to unlock Scourge again, and I typed in Anarchy, and it didn't work. Why is the password not Anarchy?
The Scourge password is Mobius.
Oh, okay.
Is he actually playable though? Still, I imagine like he hasn't.
People have said that if you get a save state working, he will work. Like, but I don't know his stability right now because like I was in the process of changing his character object. That's why he's locked down because he might not.
So if you do something, and the entire game locks up, or there's errors or anything like that, don't come crying to us.
That's no good.
I have a question, because I'm not sure I asked this before. How complete is Ringline Zone?
Ringline is like not complete at all. It's probably it needs to have art done. It needs to have new layouts. Like it was almost straight line zone because I just needed to get it built out to get some feedback. But yeah, that's probably the first one that's gonna get worked on post contest.
I have a question. Why did you decide to make the Tasmanian Devil Spin so fucking broken? It's amazing. Oh my god, I love it.
I'm kind of wondering what I never really watched much of Underground, so I'm just wondering what really inspired you to give her like basically SPO spin anyway.
That's an actual ability that she has in Underground.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, she does actually do that in the cartoon.
And it actually is horribly broken as far as.
Okay.
So it's legit.
So you made the character faithful to her original incarnation. Respect.
Yeah, that was something I always tried to do with both Sonya and Silver. They were mostly faithful to their original selves, except I had to give her. I considered it a more modern look because like it's possible to fit the original look in palette-wise, but it's difficult. So I just gave her something like the whole main color with this one is white, which is like in everything. So.
Oh no, I actually do have a legit question. I have a legit question for once. Why Totally Spies?
Because that's like my favorite.
Because the music in it is awesome, that's why.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I can, when I'm hearing the super theme, I can definitely hear the lyrics to that song, by the way.
That show was kind of a guilty pleasure for me once because like it was just so ridiculous. Like, why not?
Like, influences from this hack come from everywhere. Like, there's Totally Spies influence, there's Beetleborg influences, there's Jeopardy influences, Transformers. Like, everything, I just try to make it work so it's not totally out of place, then yeah.
There you go.
I think we gave this one the Emerald Trophy more than anything else. I mean, the special stages in it are brilliant. I absolutely love them, always have done. But I think more so by default because no hack had many Alter special stages, if at all.
Like, the only one that I know that was different was Sonic 2 Recreation, but that was mostly Sky Chase. Not much change, and you just really... And I was telling Red Sonic, well, all you're doing is Sky Chase, and you just... Why don't you set targets, like, instead of just surviving Sky Chase, which is a piss easy, make sure you collect a certain amount of things before you even get the Emerald. Also, I have an extreme dislike for the Sonic 2 tube-based special stages, so anything that's not that is appreciated.
Okay, so I'm not alone in that.
My favourite one is the Get Blue Spears, Get Blue Ball stage.
Yeah, I like that one.
You never reuse that because it's Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and they don't want to touch it because of Michael Jackson. So it's unfair. My favourite stage, and it won't ever be recreated.
Wait, is that seriously the reason no one ever touches those?
Well, people were asking Takeshi Iizuka if Sonic 3 and Knuckles would ever get an iPhone Android release, and he said, not at all, because I think like the only...
No, he said there were no plans to.
Yeah, there's no
There's
plan.
a difference.
Yeah, but still, the only way that they'd probably get away with a new port is if they redid the entire soundtrack.
Heaven forbid they have to work.
I don't know about that just because I don't think there's any problems with how the soundtrack is, so much as it's not really licensed to be distributed digitally.
In Sonic Generations, you didn't even get the original tracks, all you got was midis.
Honestly, I think they would be able to do it. They'd find a way to do it, but again, it would be the Sonic and Knuckles equivalence. You wouldn't be able to change it, like customize it, to give you the Sonic 3 equivalent. That's the one thing I could think of.
So download Twiddles' Sonic 3 Complete hack if you want the full experience with the PC music. That's a terrible plug, but there you go.
That was quite awful.
But it's worth it.
So is the super music not in this right now, or did I forget to turn it on?
There's a bug with the super music option, like it wasn't fully finished yet, so.
Okay.
The music's in there, just like I said, it was just something to really get it polished enough to get out so I could get feedback on it, because I felt that was the only way that I was going to actually get it finished.
Yeah, fair enough. Makes sense.
There's one question I want to ask you, Slash.
Go on ahead.
Why is Super Sonya white and pink and not yellow, like all the other hedgehogs?
I did a lot of research on the super characters and everything, and for the most part, it seemed that the guys tended to have the yellow, and the girls tended to have the pink and purple shades. So I figured that having her be like a light purple with like her hair turned white, it would be somewhat better looking than the usual yellow or whatever.
You mean girl as in Blaze, who used Soul Emeralds, which are completely different?
I think another thing that Aquaslash was thinking of as well was it was going more by the cartoons and the comics.
Yeah.
And the comics tend to make the super colors apart from Sonic, I guess. And others just lighter versions of the same color.
Unless it's Mega Man.
Yeah.
Fucking
same thing.
I think we should probably also talk about the abilities, because Silver can levitate and he can also
Oh, that's psychokinesis.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You need a...
Hold on, let me interrupt you guys just one more second. I'm not putting Manic in the game. Stop asking.
You got basically Manic if you went evil, so good enough.
Yeah, that's good enough for me. One green hedgehog will do.
Manic's too busy stealing things and playing drums.
If you want Manic, play Sonic 1 Bullet Trouble by Mark Jester.
Plugging all these hacks that I have.
Yeah. Yeah, carry on.
Lock on technologies,
Yeah, the psychokinesis, that was a bit of a challenge, just the concept of it. Just making it flow with the regular 2D gameplay. So like I had spent a good long time thinking of how exactly that was gonna work.
Hey, Aquaslash.
Then we got it in there. Yes.
Do you think you could give Silver like his other attacks from 06, like the go down to the ground and like make a shockwave thing, or his kind of psychic punch?
Actually, he has the hold smash. If you grab a projectile and instead of just tapping the button to release it, if you hold the button, it'll shoot it, it'll shoot everything you have at once, or it'll shoot it really stronger. That's actually how you break walls and things with silver.
Okay.
The only reason I'm kind of wary about this is he has spin dash, right?
No, he does not have spin dash.
Oh yeah, that's what's concerning me then, because he only has powers if he grabs objects. If there's no objects, you're kind of fucked.
And it's projectiles, so there's not many enemies with
paths
projectiles.
are generally designed so that isn't an issue. If he has to get through a wall, his paths are designed so that he'll either be able to roll through it, or there'll be an enemy nearby that you can take advantage of, or whatever.
Can I make a request? At some point, Silver needs to do something that triggers him to say, "It's no use!"
If everybody wants, I will make that his new super quote instead of "Witness my power."
Yes, please! Yeah. Oh my god!
Do it. Do it.
Oh my god. Yeah,
oh.
Sure.
That's
so
amazing.
Is that all we can talk about, or is there anything more?
No, you can. It's no holds barred. I just really want to get it finished, so go on, fire away.
It really makes me sad that I figured out the silver thing only because of every single time I played 2006. So it was pretty intuitive to play, just because I played that game more than anyone humanly should.
Yeah.
You mean once?
Twice. 100% both times.
My god.
Oh.
You poor thing.
You can download the save on GameFAQs for PS3 at least, so no one ever has to play it again.
I played Sonic Labyrinth 10 times.
I don't know if that's any worse.
So many people.
There's a question.
Eggman Nega is there because I had palate issues with Eggman, his mustache was screwy, and I figure why not just if you actually read the wiki, I just decided to, because I was also working on Megamix at the time, so I kind of just said, why not just link these two games story up, and Tweaker didn't mind, so Eggman is technically off doing terrorizing people in Megamix, while Eggman Nega's over here starting up stuff. So the good guys just split up and divide and conquer, basically.
Fair.
Yeah,
And it's just lock-on technology.
Well, technically, remember, it was going to be Megamix, Extended Edition, and S-Factor all going to be concurrent stories in a way.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah, all three.
My god, all the plans.
I know. The whole reason that most of those characters are in there, I guess I'll spoil this because it's not happening.
Go on, you might as well. No.
Yeah, S-Factor and Extended Edition were supposed to lock on. And that was going to be how you got most of the other characters.
Because most of the other characters were going to be hidden in Extended Edition somewhere.
That's really cool, actually.
And, but
You're getting the insider information today, guys.
And then life happened.
Lives happened.
Yeah.
So the only way to unlock these is basically you need a Mega CD, a 32X, Sonic and Knuckles, and the Game Genie, and the characters cleaning thing.
Yes, you see, S-Factor was the original Sonic 3 and Sonic 3 CD and Knuckles and Knuckles.
Silver drops his projectiles when floating because that's what he actually does.
Yes.
In 06, if you float with projectiles, he will drop them. So. And why Sonya? Because Sonya's my favorite character. So.
Because it's either carry the projectiles or carry himself, which is actually
that's a reasonable accusation.
Well, the fact that Sonya is an obscure character almost feels like it was best use, really, because it just makes it interesting. It's like, ooh, I've not used this character in a Sonic game before, so.
I like your design.
There's one last thing I wanted to mention. Aqua Slash.
Yes.
Is there any chance, or is it secret, that JXT's original music for this zone is in this game?
It's in as an Easter egg.
That makes me very excited.
Music at first, and then the remixing of it fell completely through. Nothing came out good, so I just went and changed the song altogether.
And I imagine background art's gonna get touched up for this level.
Yes. That is definitely in the works. There are plans to just make it completely polished and all that good stuff. So.
I'm kind of wondering why an Eggman Mega Monitor just gave you superpowers.
No, it looks like he hit the monitor and then he transformed.
Yeah, good timing is what it was.
Okay, next up we're going to talk about the Robotnik's Revenge Trophy, which has not been won by Colin C10 this year as he never submitted anything.
No, it's the first year he hasn't. It's quite a shocker.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Okay.
We've got a
streak.
A heartbreak. I was kind of looking
Maybe
forward
he was
to what
waiting
had
on Sage,
cooked up.
and then he's like, oh wait.
Anyway, the hack that has won the Robotnik's Revenge Trophy, Sonic the Hedgehog Never Stopped Running by Sanosu.
Yay!
Yay!
This is basically really a straightforward thing where there's level transitions, act transitions, pretty much that. And
one thing that everyone always forgets with this hack, actually, if you can just get game over in this, just run straight forward 3 times and get hit by the motor bug.
Okay.
There's something in there that everyone always forgets about this hack, because, yeah, okay, I put in the cutscenes and I put in the act transitions, but there's one thing that everyone always forgets about this, because no one ever sees it.
Because no one dies.
Either no one dies or no one bothers to get to the end of the credits when they beat the game as well.
I've never done this before. Where does Robotnik come back and he just laughs at you or something?
No, you're gonna see.
It's not I am God, is it?
No, it's not.
That'd be great. That would be awesome.
As fun as that would be, no, it's not.
Completely different hack, and it's like, bah! Oh, that'd be great.
Game over.
Game
over, yeah! Game completion statistics.
Oh, it's
nothing,
your stats screen, Mark.
Ah.
Why was time played?
Centiseconds. Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's literally a full page full of stats.
Dang.
All the way through. And I just got stupid with them and just put in...
This is traverse, 98 meters.
Yep, exactly.
I think you mean collectively, right?
Oh yeah, collectively throughout the whole thing.
I like to believe it's miles.
No, it's meters, sorry.
Well, I don't care.
Yes, the distance between you and that motorbug is actually 31 miles.
It all makes sense!
I was about to say, like, Sonic is actually a pretty big-ass hedgehog, then.
Yeah.
Like, he already is, but goddamn.
Yeah, no, with this, I think I've talked about this before, but the way that it does the act transitions is Sonic 3 style. Completely.
Yeah, I figured that would be.
The level layout at the end of the act matches the beginning of the next act entirely, and then when it loads, it's literally just a silent move to the beginning.
Yeah, I think I remember you uploaded a video once, or like maybe it was on Listening Short some friends, but like it was the transition between Scrap Brain 1 and Scrap Brain 2, and he actually goes into a pipe to go inside the building. I like that.
Yeah, that's also in here, yeah. For Act 1, it starts off just the same as Act 1, with the background as well, but now instead of going into a pipe or anything like that, and then fading out and fading in, he goes into a teleporter. And it just goes down, you start off running into Act 2 with a changed background straight away. Now, all the cutscenes in this are different, it's not just a case of you get to the end and Sonic runs off. In Marble Zone, there's a lava plume that shoots you up into the air. In
Hydrocity.
Yeah, basically that was the influence on it. In Spring Yard, Robotnik goes downwards into Labyrinth Zone, so you just jump down into it. Labyrinth, you spring up into Starlight. Starlight, you see Eggman again, but he doesn't actually have the egg prison anymore. He's just panicking instead, and Sonic zooms off. And there it's just standard, apart from the end of Final Zone, where you get credits, and then Sonic jumps off to the side in the actual ending sequence.
That motorbug
jumps on a motorbug and dies.
Yeah.
All works on hardware, so.
The spirit of Polygon Jim is alive.
Sorry, I was still in my death by motorbug mode that he asked me to go for at the beginning. That's my problem.
Today I learned that Spring Yard is built right on top of a never-ending labyrinth. That's kind of scary.
Well, I just think it works that they all flow to it, that everything would flow into each other. It just makes sense.
I like that.
Catacombs.
Yeah, the catacombs.
Basically, yeah.
The catacombs of the theme park. We don't talk about those.
Every time you die and go off the screen, you end up in Labyrinth Zone.
You know,
You have to play through the. You have to play through the entire zone to get the right to go back into the one you were actually at before.
Labyrinth Hell Zone. There you go.
Can someone make a hack of that, please? Sonic 1 Hell Edition.
Oh god.
Let's ask Selby.
Dude, I still want someone to make a not EXE based, but a legit like survival horror based or a horror based hack. That would be amazing.
How it would work.
I think that would be better in a 3D engine than 2D. Like the extra dimension of like exploration and terror you could have, because like on a 2D game, you can basically see everything that's on screen until you move like slightly to the right or the left. So like, I don't exactly see how that would be a survival horror outside of what Mark did for his EXE based game.
Well, no, it doesn't even have to be survival horror then. Just like horror, just something spooky, scary, like.
Yeah, you could argue for horror that EXE would count.
Yeah.
I guess you could do something like Sonic Eraser, but with horror music.
that is quite horrifying, but that's like a different kind of horrifying.
Put the Sandopolis ghost in.
Oh god.
I'll convince Selby to make an alternate version, and I'll do the score for him.
Alternatively, Green Forest Zone with Slenderman in the background, if you wanted to go like cliche.
Yeah, dude, Sonic with a ton of jump scares. There you go, sorted.
Actually, something like that might work if like you weren't able to stay in place for too long. But
Well,
like,
now we know what to do with the Sonic 2.exe.
Sonic 2, don't you?
Oh, don't tempt me.
Oh god.
Genocide City Zone is a thing.
Put it this way, the first Sonic 2 hack that I'm going to do is going to be a Sonic 2 Omo Chow edition, so be prepared.
Oh no!
Yay!
Fuck you.
I got official confirmation about that before, but this is amazing.
Fuck you.
And with
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Did I already say fuck you?
GSSC.
Oh dear
God.
Anyway, next up, we are going to discuss the winner of the Robotnik's Revenge Trophy. Oh no, sorry.
We just did
sorry.
that.
I thought we were doing that.
Sorry,
Yeah,
the
we've done that one.
Eggman Trophy, which is the best new boss or mini boss in Hack Submitted, and this can only go to one thing: Sonic Winter Adventures by Vladic Conquer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Where is that?
I love that hack.
Beautiful hack, beautiful bosses.
Right, I need to.
I will say something quickly. People were thinking about the music and they were voting it for the community trophies. And this is one thing I like to say. Usually for the DA Guardian, we look at the actual FM soundtrack rather than the CD, because most of the CD was basically Mega Man Zero Revenge stuff from an album. So just thought I'd point that there.
Yeah, the one thing that we found with the DA Garden Trophy, if people are allowed to use MP3s, usually you have to make sure that it isn't tracks that have already obviously existing from another game. For FM, with FM Synth, for the YM2612 stuff, we have it is allowed simply because someone had to go and port that in there and get it sounding as good as possible. Whereas just throwing an MP3 in there really isn't hard to do at all.
If you did want to win the DA Garden Trophy with music soundtracks, you'd need the Sonic Before the Sequel, After the Sequel sound team.
Oh yes! Oh my god.
Well, not necessarily.
Well, I think I know what game next.
That, but that would be like a big help. But yeah, like I was one time trying to rip Sonic Colors DS music, and then when I played the MIDI playback, it just sounded like piano with missing instruments. So
well, the reason why that is the way the DS works is it works on a sound font style basis. Yeah. So although you'll have the music in MIDI form, I guess you could call it, all the samples that are used are not necessarily the same as the GM instruments.
Yeah,
so basically what you need to do is you rip the file with it, and Alex Sam showed me this a few months ago. You just put it in FM Studio or something and it will play it.
Yeah. I just found it funny that like the first time I played it, it was just like really, really bad music that barely sounded like its original. But that was because of like the synths. But the thing is, like, the fact that someone has to use that, but then actually make it sound good on the Sega Genesis sound chip.
Have you never seen the boss? Have you never seen this, Aqua?
I've never seen this hack at all.
Oh, you should. The bosses on this are
Finally.
beautiful things.
Finally,
Yeah,
someone's
that's a-
done something with the wrecking ball that isn't the ball.
I
in the
know.
shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty creative
Like,
use
this
of
is
the ball.
pretty damn clever. I also like how there's sort of a reticule when you're ready to homing attack the ball. That way you don't like just smash into it and lose your shield or your rings.
I was wanting that
Use
in
the
with.
ice cat back. Oh god,
I
look
was
at
wanting the vertical thing with Sonic 2 Dance Edition. I got told that it would be too much of a hassle and it would all start lagging and everything because I wanted to do it the Sonic 4-way, in which you just do it and then you hear beep beep beep.
Who's the maker of this hat?
Viacom.
Ladder-compa.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had some help with the Mode 1 stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Have to be sending him a message or something.
Also, Mode 1 as in, like the parallax scrolling.
No, Mode 1 as in the ability
that-
to use the Mega CD from
Okay.
cart-based boot.
Yeah, I know nothing about Genesis hardware, so sorry.
Yeah, well,
This is one of the few hacks that don't have the Sonic Retro branding that I featured on the front page just because it was that impressive on first sight.
I don't know. The one thing that I think would make this better, but again, I say better loosely, is that okay? You've got Ice Cap's background and Green Hill Zone's foreground. If there was some form of original level art in this, I mean, obviously it's impressive because you've got the background deformation that everyone wants, but I don't know if this actually was like fully custom art, it would be amazing.
Yeah. I like the idea though, like a wintry Green Hill-ish area, but it's like very much like a frozen tundra. Even though you have like
oh no,
ice
I mean everyone does the frozen Green Hill thing when they do a palette hack or something similar, but
Yeah.
no one
This has
actually
the
bothers.
snow.
No one
This
actually
actually
bothers with the
also-
background.
Yeah.
Or the snow.
Or the
which is
snow.
important.
I would like to say one thing about this hack. It actually has a custom credit screen instead of the usual black screen with text and broken demos.
Yeah, everything about this hack was unique and creative.
That's only because I haven't gotten to that yet.
yeah.
This hack is just so much fun.
Yeah, the Mode 1 stuff, this is only the second publicly released hack to use Mode 1.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I will
There are-
talk to you.
Take
last
it.
night,
And I, and that
Guess
was
what
the
this
first
game
time.
has that shouldn't...
Oslo.
Yeah.
What shouldn't it
I'm
have?
going to have to talk to you at
And-
one point.
Of course.
Just
Please,
to
you know where
just
to
to explain
You know
for the
exactly
for the
where to
people
find me.
watching, what's the Mode 1 stuff?
Sam, I have a request. Can you stop trying to plug your music skills in every goddamn entry, please?
Okay.
No.
You want an explanation of Mode 1? Okay. Usually when you use the Mega CD, you usually put a CD into the Mega CD, you don't have a cartridge in the Mega Drive, and you boot it up, and it goes through a BIOS screen that starts the game from the CD. That's what we call Mode 2. However, the hardware itself also supports what's called Mode 1, which is essentially you have your game on the Mega Drive hardware, but it can access all the Mega CD hardware. So it can pull data off of CDs, play CDDA, PCM, basically everything that you could do in Mode 2, but your main game's running off the Mega Drive from a cartridge.
I'm not doing that right now, but I did that when I showed this off before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
most of the time people tend to use that for just getting the music to play, but there's so much more possible with it.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, the main reason I don't use it
now.
now... Main reason I'm not using it now is purely because Act 3's music is the Cool Spots bonus stage music, and I love that. It's like the best.
Someone remembers Cool Spot?
Yeah!
Yeah, Aqua Slash, you know exactly what Mode 1 can be used for because you've seen it as well.
Oh, yeah. A lot of things that we've done privately in testing that are a hell of a lot more than CDDA, but glad Comfort got this set up in a couple of days, so...
I know, it's
This was just a short thing.
amazing stuff though. still.
Gear has a question for anyone who wants to answer.
I do have to thank Marky because he pointed out a much better way to redo the initialization from how Tristan and I originally did it. So, between the three of us, we've got a pretty damn good Mode 1 setup. Still working out a few kinks on it, but it's pretty solid.
What's that? Could I possibly flash this game to a card and have the data on the CD to have it access everything? Sure, that's the point of it. The whole point of it is that it will work that way.
Yeah, it works completely that way. You can do it that way.
We were gonna... Oh wait, I don't think I can say anything about that.
Almost inside the scoop, guys. You heard it here first.
I kind of like how this game had like a life counter or whatever, like hit counter for the boss. So like if they decide to do something like give it 16 hits instead of 8, you actually know when it's going to die instead of it being ambiguous.
Nope.
More hacks should do that.
Yeah, more hacks should do that. I agree.
We've had a few hacks in the contest that does have it.
That bastard orb.
Oh no! It is our robot.
Yeah. I think once you have defeated the robot, we'll move on to another entry. So.
Defeated the robot. You're putting a lot of faith in my Sonic skills.
Well, you did it first try last time, Jim.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm just like.
Is this supposed to be pseudo Sonic?
In order to defeat this, Sorry, you do it first.
No, so I think it's meant to be the one from possibly Sonic Colors, just for the red eyes.
Oh, okay.
In order to defeat this level, you must first defeat yourself.
I am a shadow, one's true self.
How meta?
Original boss character, do not steal.
You must defeat
you're not me.
I guess
every day's great at your Jonas.
I guess some people might find the boss hits to be a bit excessive as well.
Hey kids, it's time for Teddy's Corner. What starts with F? You time. Do you know what else starts with FG?
What? Froggy!
Oh god.
Oh dear.
I can't tell from the stream, obviously, because it's 30 frames per second, but did the after images blink? Because, like, I never actually played Winter Adventures up to this boss.
Yeah, they do.
I think they do. They don't blink. I think they just expand like that, but they look a lot smoother.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Did it first try again.
Explosions!
Nicely done.
And it is planted either.
And then he ascends into the heavens.
Right. I think it's time to move on to a new trophy.
Yep. Next up, I'm not sure how. I don't think we can even play this one.
No.
It's the 11000101 trophy, the best technical proof of concept hack submitted, which goes to Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Network by Morph.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna continue playing this then.
Yeah.
Where do I put in the battle chips for this hack? Because I'm trying to find out how to net battle, and I can't send the battle chips to Sonic.
It's not that. It's not that Battle Network.
Oh.
No. What this was highly impressive. Actually adding in netplay code into Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Oh man.
That was like...
Oh, that's cool.
Sonic 2, Sonic, jack in, download!
Like, especially the time
Program Advance! Chaos Emeralds!
Oh,
how long was that port out anyway for the PC? Sonic Adventure 2 PC?
Not long, if I remember.
That's
it just came out.
It's much better. It's much better than the original SADX port for Steam, because that was horrendous, and they did a good job on SA2B because everyone complained that the port was a piece of shit. So, yeah.
That and the fact that it's not like 5 layers of ports instead of just 2.
Now the thing that's most impressive about anything with netcode in general, to get it done in such a short amount of time, netcode is very finicky and to the point that it'll be different on every single person's machine. It's really annoying to play with.
Can I just say
fighting
something?
games still can't do it right.
Yeah, I hate networking code. I just had to put that up. I hate that shit.
Oh yes, I completely agree with you.
Why can't Morph help us with Generations hacking?
Have you asked him?
Actually, I don't think I have. But,
well, there's your answer then.
I guess I should then, but I didn't want to bother him.
Like, I've seen...
Here's a question.
Okay.
Have you tried Sonic Classic Heroes Combi Ring feature in Kega Netplay? Apparently it's lagless.
Really? No, I have not.
Huh.
Really?
Lagless. I doubt that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Speaking of netplay and obviously using Genesis Mega games, has anyone tried Sonic vs. Camera on netplay?
Okay, here's my question. Has anyone played versus camera more than once?
Some couple Johnny, but like this stream.
Sorry, no.
I don't know. I mean, if I had Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on Steam, I'd definitely give it a go. But I've seen a stream. I've seen a video rather of it actually being played with the netplay, and it looks bloody smooth for it. I mean, there's a couple of times where you actually see the second player doing things that wouldn't necessarily happen normally because the object is there for them and not for you because of the way the object interaction works. But otherwise, it seems pretty lag. It actually does seem in the video somewhat lagless.
Oh, come on. I hate that. Stupid caterpillar bastards. It's like, I clearly killed him, but nope.
Nope, he still had one more dick move to pull.
I think if any trophy was worth the 11000101 trophy, it was definitely this, purely because of what was involved in such a short amount of time.
We've never really seen anything like this before. If we still did the Christmas present trophy, it probably would have won that as well. Because
Wait, when did actually, that's the point, because when did it, because it was announced at Boom last year, and it was still in development for it then. Boom's only just happened this year.
Yeah, as we were saying, it is quite recent.
Months.
It's only been out, yeah, I was about to say just a few months, if that.
Yeah.
You consider that he's effectively reverse engineered. I mean, presumably he'll have had to do some level of ASM coding to get this in as well.
I think it's mostly memory hacking, actually.
Oh, he keeps on dying. Is it weird that you just start to go into the lava bit when you get hit by the blocks?
Yes, that's normal.
Okay, so it's just instead of just waiting forever, just get hit.
Yeah. No, but you have to get past a certain point before it starts to let you go down there.
I noticed the lava design is slightly different. I actually like it like that.
Apparently, if you get hit by it, you just die instead of drowning.
It was actually very clever the way it started.
Oops.
Ooh, that was bad luck.
See? If you would have got hit by that first one without any rings, you would have died. It's only that last set there that actually moves you down.
That is impressive.
I don't have the on for stream, but I feel pretty bad that I'm hearing the high max music from X6 in this same sequence, and I blame Sonic Boom for it.
I'm sure Tweaker mentioned it a few days ago about Sonic Boom and the high max and something like this. And as you can see, we are going to go into the credit sequence.
Yeah, it's a different one to what you've seen though.
Yeah.
I still really want to find out how he did this, because again, it's not very simple. It's quite good for what it does and the way that it will actually move the text in that way.
Yeah.
I need to look into it in better detail.
I'll tell you. He's usually pretty open about what he does. I mean, you can probably just ask him and he'll tell you outright.
I'm sorry, Marky Jester, for saying this, but Vladik's basically the Russian Marky Jester. If you ask him to do something, he will gladly help you out.
Fair enough.
And I will gladly ask him, but I'd rather try and work it out for myself first.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I'd like to actually try and do it myself. I mean, the effect that I put into an ordinary ROM hack, with the background forming like that, I knew I wanted to do something with it, but I didn't know what, and then I saw Marky's Ring Ride, and I thought, ooh, I'll grab that, thank you very much, and looked at how it was done, and did it.
Next up, the winner of the Generations trophy, which is the best
Also, I'm
Sonic
back.
Generations or 3D Mod Submitted, goes to Sonic Generations The Unleashed project.
Of course.
No shock here.
I'm not sure if MegaGWolf is going to play this or is he's just going to try and play Sonic versus Camera. Who knows?
Why would I do that?
Da, 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 da.
Can you please use the FX pipeline renderer so it actually looks good?
Wait, what one was this? Sorry?
Can you please use the FX pipeline?
Unleashed Project, okay.
Yeah.
FX pipeline renderer so it looks good, please.
For some reason, people were complaining that this was in the Hack contest because it was available to play since March, and there was an
that was actually one of the things that I was kind of funny about having this in the contest with, simply because normally with this contest, most of the things in there will only be available either for the contest or be a version specifically for it. Which is why.
Well, sorry, your screen is still thinking it's.
Yeah, don't worry, don't worry.
It's fine. It's fine now.
You just need to mess with the screen region. That's all.
Yeah. No, I mean, this was also one of the reasons why Aquaslash, I was gonna harp on you about it, was for releasing this factor before public entries were public.
I saw that. I saw that.
Loud.
I thought I saw Flame Wing doing it. I'm like, oh, we're doing that. Okay,
yeah,
so
I know.
And I screwed up the palette on one thing, and I think you were gonna update the entries. So I was like,
the Judge and build of the X Factor has Sonic Mega Mix's Scrap Brain Zone palette for some reason. I don't know why.
Yes, that's because I was experimenting with that art since it's dead and not being used anymore, and I forgot to change the palette back.
Why Green Hell Zone?
Why not?
Looks like that.
But yeah.
I would definitely say about the things, it's nice to see something finished and it's actually like finished before the hacking contest, because usually people do things at the last minute and then you've got the updates deadline where you get an extra week to finish it. And in some cases even include a ROM on the site instead of going to the Sega screen and then the title screen and then back to the Sega screen. But I wasn't really iffy about the whole Unleashed project being released in March because I only recently got Unleashed and
I guess, I don't know, it's just the fact that it was released in March.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it was released in March and we're in August now that...
Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't know if you'd be cool with it, but if I actually had something like that, I would probably do the same thing just to see if it would win anything.
I know, I think it's more the case of that it was released publicly completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I can see both sides of it. Why would you do that? And I can see why they would do
I'm wondering what they could have done to touch up to make a version 1.1. Because this is a pretty complete package.
Eggman Land.
Oh man, Eggman.
Why?
They're not going to do Eggman Land.
I was actually kind of trying to see if Eggman Land would work, and there were just so many things like, how do I patch up these warehouse sections so they're not obviously like slapdash, and there's just so many missing objects. And I even tried to remake the floors that if you step on them, they disappear under your feet. That kind of worked, but then I figured out what I was doing basically was I was changing the mission boxes, turning them yellow essentially, and then making those disappear. It was just like a clusterfuck of objects that are like kind of working together but kind of not. The one good thing we found out though is that the conveyor belt actually does work. I found out from that, so if anyone wants to do a Generations mod where there's like an Eggman Land-esque conveyor belt, you can do that. So just message me on Retro and I'll be able to help you with that.
Out of curiosity, what do you think will actually happen? Do you think it'll actually happen at any point where we'll be able to do, I guess you could say, reprogrammed objects entirely, or programmed objects from scratch in this?
No. Unless someone if Morph and Kurama were able to work together and completely retool Generations, then maybe. But then it's not even Generations anymore at that point, because basically the way I saw it in the executables, almost every single object is programmed into the game, probably in a list function or something, and they have some parameters that link to the XMLs, and too long didn't hear. It's just everything is programmed in, and there's no way around it.
Okay, fair enough. It's a pipe dream.
It's
I can dream.
One thing I like about the Unleashed project, I've never played Sonic Unleashed for the PS3 or the Xbox 360 because I only had the PlayStation 2, so I only had that version. So playing the stages in Generations is quite nice of a welcome addition, and really.
One thing I like about Unleashed Project is when it crashes to a white screen.
Yeah, that's the best part. That's the best part of it, definitely.
Could be for some Adaba Adventure pack like Infinite Loading, and during the updates time, you know, I was trying to talk to the person saying, look, it's not doing this, can you please fix it? And it was supposedly all fixed, but it's still present. In some cases, just not as much as it used to be.
Well, considering we are hacking a full-on 3D game here, we are going to end up with errors like this.
Yeah.
And then Fusion crashed as well. GG game.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Super One meltdown.
Sorry.
By the way,
I think Generations is a problem.
In addition, another thing I like is, you know, we've got all these Generations mods nowadays. Some people did think that there was like a huge decline on the Mega Drive stuff, and then the contest comes in, and you get all these entries.
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess it's one of those things where Generations hacking is the in thing right now.
Yeah.
And a lot of Mega Drive projects tend to now be a lot larger things, so although it's not a case of, hey, there's a topic per hack every single time, it's a case of we have to wait and see what happens.
Think of it like this, Blitz Sonic was the thing, but that didn't stop people hacking the main games.
No.
Well, like, to be fair, Blitz Sonic was, like, kinda broken in some ways for what people wanted, but, like, Generations is limited in a lot of ways for what some people want, so, like, mod Generations, I see if you want to make a 3D game, and you hack Sonic classic games if you want to make 2D games, because classic Sonic in here, it doesn't exactly, like, play as accurately as people would hope.
Oh, what I was gonna say is that we've been doing, well, as a community, we've been doing Sonic hacks since what, 2000 at least?
Something like that.
Yeah, so
long time.
We've been doing this for a long time with those games, so I could see people getting a little tired of doing Sonic 1 again. It's another Sonic 1 hacking up Sonic 2. Not much headway into Sonic. Not much headway into Sonic 3, so there's something to throw out there.
Laughing at you in the shadows.
But
yeah, I think Varian, every time he says he's going to submit and then something comes up, can you submit next year, please? he says, you know, he's got way up some stuff he can show off, and it's quite impressive. It's just, you know, it's not up yet.
This time, I believe something came up involving where he was living and other stuff, so things just didn't fall right for him.
Funny enough, I think he actually had something somewhat ready, from what I remember seeing. So
yeah, I've been typing his boss for about a month now and mocking him on just how easy it is to be.
Is it okay
and it starts off again.
Even though, really, for most people, it would be annoyingly hard.
Drifting and actually making the drift, how does that feel, GWolf?
It was beautiful!
This mod is like the best thing ever. The fact that Unleashed is already, Generations is modded to the point where I could do all the things I wanted to do, like fish Supersonic and Eric's hands, and use Shadow, and all this other cool stuff.
I'll throw this out here, so here's some more secret insider information. Sega of America does know about this hack.
Yeah,
they do know about it. They have seen it, and they are very impressed with it.
Yeah, like, I don't know if this is, this bug. I don't know if this is like a intentional or a coincidence, but like Generations was on a flash sale the day after Unleashed Project came out. So I was like, what? Cool.
Well, that's convenient.
You do have to scratch your shoe and think,
Yeah.
How I got Generations is it was one of the Steam summer sales, and they were selling the entire pack with Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Adventure, and the racing games as well. I'm not sure, it's like £10 or 20, I'm not sure.
The only reason I didn't buy that is because like most of the games I already have on my Steam list, so I'm like, why do I need this again?
Well, this was the thing for me, because I was actually really happy about this. When we went, it was Summer of Sonic last year. It was a free copy of Generations PC for everybody. I was really happy about this because although I got it obviously on 360 and PS3 already, I was actually quite chuffed about it because it's like awesome, I can actually play the hacks now.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know something?
in the goodie bag at the beginning of the day, we all saw Sonic Generations for free, and I was like, oh my god!
Do you want to know something? The only reason I got the PC version of Generations was actually for this mod.
Oh,
a lot of
same
people
here.
say that.
Same here. Like that's the whole reason I got Generations on the PC was for the hacks.
In a way, Dario basically, well, I can't pronounce his name, I'm sorry to him, but in a way, he basically got a lot, like, free advertising.
You are making
for this
Sega
game.
money.
Yeah, like, he gave Sega free advertising for this game, and they know it, so that's why they gave a flash sale for this game.
They also know they're not going to ever put Unleashed on the PC because they could, but
they don't need to.
Deal with the warehouse.
Yeah, they don't need to now.
Also worth noting about Dario MF, he also did Classic Sonic and Sonic 4 Episode 2. So instead of people having to bitch about the modern V9 Sonic, you can actually play the Classic Sonic. I'm not sure why he has done.
The physics are still the same though.
Oh,
Yeah.
And the sound effects are still the same.
Well, I liked them, alright? So, yeah.
No, I mean, it's good, and playing as Classic Sonic is actually really quite fun. The only thing that really still gets to me is the two swapped around sound effects. It's the only thing.
Spin dash? Yeah, that's serious.
There should be a hack for Sonic 4 just to fix that, nothing else.
It just sounds
I
awful.
forgot who did it first. I forgot who did it for episode 1. I think it was either
Jim.
Guess
It was
or
Jim.
Memory.
It was Jim.
If it involves Sonic 4 Episode 1, it's Jim. Just put that out there. Also,
Yeah,
the
that's the thing with Sonic
Trailblazer.
4 Episode 2, you know, they fixed the art, they fixed the music, they fixed quite a lot of stuff, but they left those two sound effects the same.
yeah.
I don't know why.
Probably to troll us.
I
They were
don't
like,
know.
ah, this piss them off.
They probably thought it was right, and they didn't know any better. That's what it seems like.
I think it actually was just like an error, but then they just never decided to fix it because they're like, oh, I like this better.
Well, Dimps have been using the same misplaced sound effects for a long time. Oh, they're probably used to it. Anyway, next up, what we're going to talk about is we're going to discuss the next trophy, which is Genocide City Trophy, the most difficult Sonic hack submitted, which goes to Sonic 1 The Harder Levels by the Harder Levels project.
Yeah.
Most definitely, yes.
Hang on. By the way,
Wait, can I just say quickly, thanks to Joe TE for helping Dario rig a lot of things, like with the Sonic 4 Episode 2 thing. Classic Sonic, he helped actually rig Tails for Sonic 4 Episode 2 Classic Sonic. Without that,
Joe
like,
T. Go ahead.
yeah.
He deserves props for that whole Metal Sonic mod and having Neo Metal as a super performance. That's just awesome.
Yeah.
So
Like,
it's
in
got,
order
like-
for Joe TE, we wouldn't be able to have Classic Tails and Sonic 4 Episode 2 being half as good as he does.
Gene, fix your mic.
yeah, I'm noticing
I
really.
was typing it quietly, so. It
I mean, I
wasn't
like this
coming
title
through.
screen. That is something.
That is
Different.
pretty good. I really like
By
it.
the way, just so you know, you have half an hour left before this gets too long for YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and speed this up. We've not got a lot. We've got
Through a
We've
lot
got.
of
Let me tell you. I will tell you. There are one more hack discussed, and then it's the community trophies and the top 3.
Alright.
Okay. Now,
So
I,
we can do this.
I actually really. I mean, I've watched this hack evolve, and I do like this version of it. And I especially like. The one thing I'm really upset about is there's no expert mode.
I know, right?
Now, does anyone remember Sonic 1 Lunacy, where when you tried to do the jump dash or something, you would just get killed?
Yes, I do
Can
remember.
we have that in expert mode?
You know, I always kind of thought that Sonic 2 Lunacy and Sonic Eraser were basically the same concept, like just batshit insane everything.
Can I request this also be called Glitch Flower Zone?
Oh yeah.
I think that's just a case of they need to just set up the animated art again, and that's
Well,
it.
yeah, okay, I get that, but like, I prefer it like this, and would laugh my face off.
The one thing that always gets me in this hack, and I always forget about it, is that it works Master System style for ring loss.
Oh yeah, well you just lose them. It's just like fuck you. I guess that's the harder
just a quick
part.
test, is it fixed now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think, is this also another one in harder mode, like Hyperdrive, that if you die, if you lose your wings, you just die in harder mode, or?
No, it's just that you don't get as much, if any at all, Invincibility time.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh god, I remember that. I like, because that's really something that I notice because I abuse invincibility time. Oh my god, what the fuck? I didn't actually get one of these before. Ah!
Kind of reminds me of
Oh, look at that.
like the whole cool background, but still Sonic 1 special stage kind of thing.
Yeah, well, MegaMix did the same, so
that's what I mean.
yeah.
Fair enough. It's one of the things I never liked about MegaMix.
Why not?
I don't know. It just seemed I don't know. It just seemed cop out.
Well, this has got like level effects in it. This has got the deformation and everything. It's a little bit nicer.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the one reason I kind of like that about MegaMix is like the first time I went to the special stage and it starts playing Sky Sanctuary, I was like, that is a good pick for music in a very awesome special stage, I guess.
Sky Sanctuary has a lot of problems being used as a level music pill. Like, it puts its lead on FM4 and FM5, and those are the sound effect channels. So you have it getting muted half the time. So it's just like,
don't you mean like Sonic songs have that problem, like even Green Hill?
No, I mean, it's not as bad as Sky Sanctuary.
Well,
like, most Sonic songs don't put their lead on the 4th and 5th channels. So.
If you look at most Sonic songs, they will put the bass line on one channel, they'll put the lead on others, and the accompaniment on others, where it won't actually sound as bad with sound effects.
Alright, one thing that got me...
It's actually one of the reasons why Sonic CD has an FM jump sound. Because for the jump sound originally, obviously it was PSG, they probably wanted it at FM, but it would start interfering. So when Sonic CD came around and they had it just as CD music, they had all the FM channels free to be able to do that.
Also, if you die, there is a random playlist. If you select random playlist, if you die, you'll get different music.
Oh yeah, one thing that changes in expert mode is this spring is weaker.
Is it?
Yeah, this particular spring here is weaker, and you actually like it doesn't get you up, and I think there's like spikes underneath it or something.
Well, weren't you able to like launch to the platform there, like?
Yeah, you can with the other spring you can launch over it, but.
That's weird.
Also, Kirby music. Why? Why Kirby music?
Then we'll do another one.
Why Kirby music in every hack? Why? Every hack. Why?
Because Kirby music is awesome. That's why.
That's why. Yes.
Yeah, it was awesome until I heard it in every hack ever.com.
I've been noticing there's been a lot of Kirby references in Sonic stuff lately, especially after the sequel.
Is Kirby the new Mega Man?
Yes.
Well, Mega Man's dead.
Well, it's because every single Mega Man track has already been ported, so people are getting bored of them. So now it's time for music.
Every single Mega Man track has been ported to Sonic Boom.
It was mostly like an X stuff.
Can we move on? I'm sucking right now.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one.
This one is a hack that nobody has seen apart from the judges because it was a partial private entry, but you will get to see a few levels after I got permission today. For the Green Hill Trophy, which is a hack that plays most like a Sonic game, and the Lava Roof Trophy, which is the best level layouts and hacks made, it's Sonic 3 DA Garden Edition by DA Garden.
So that's awesome. DA Garden is a boss. I've been working with him for many years because he does layouts for S Factor, and he just generally does good layouts all the time. So
his layouts are brilliant. It's actually why it's got these two trophies. Hacks that play most like a Sonic game, the trophy usually ends up with a hack, funny enough, done by DA Garden of some form for the level layouts, and obviously the Lava Reef Trophy for the same thing. And this hack is no exception. It's brilliant for what it is. For one, it's a Sonic 3 and Knuckles hack, which we don't see very often, and it's a very in-tune level hack. It's great.
Whoa, loop! And that's the only thing that's different. No, I'm kidding.
And DA Garden is the person who made this, but DA Garden's also Sonic CD sound test.
That's the joke.jpg.
Yeah. That's why
it's worked on by the Sonic CD sound test itself.
Yes.
It was used as a sound test. It retired and decided to make levels.
Yes. This is why it's the DA Garden trophy. Not named after him. Sorry, DA Garden.
I'm gonna stop watching the stream because I really wanted to wait until I got my hands on a complete copy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I stopped watching for that reason. I kind of want to play this. Get ready.
Oh, I see.
Start playing.
It's okay.
Yeah, there's a few levels that I told MegaGWolf was only allowed to play because the rest of it's mostly not as finished, or it's just really straight lines at the moment.
Dude, straight lines.
This is my first time seeing this. I've actually not. I've been able to play it, but I never actually did. So.
You're so mean.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is my
I'm just
first
lazy.
time.
Well, doesn't he keep linking new builds of this to all of us to get opinions?
Yeah, he does. And I've always meant to play it, and it's just like, I've never had the time.
In these stages,
Like,
I
I
always like. What? You go on.
Oh.
Whatever, I'll go on. In these stages, I like the gumball stage. I would always actually like move to the left or the right. That way, in the worst case scenario where I actually hit the spring, I still have that. So, that's a good technique, I feel. That way you still have that backup.
I don't know, I'm very interested to see where he goes with this, because a lot of level hacks tend to be, obviously, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and we've already gone past the stage many, many years ago where just leaving stage hacks like that in those two games has become somewhat boring, I guess you could say. Whereas in this, it's all still brand new.
But, you know, like people said, Sonic 3 Knuckles is supposedly very difficult to work with, so...
It is.
There you go. There's a challenge.
I started with Sonic
people...
3 and Knuckles, and then...
Yeah.
It's a hard result just because we've not really looked into it as much. But if we put in the same amount of effort that we did for 1 and 2, I think...
Oh yeah, definitely. It'll definitely get there. It'll definitely get there eventually. It's just, 1, there's that, and 2, the way it does things is a lot different to everything else, and it's a lot more compact, it's a lot more specific per zone.
What people need to be looking forward...
version 2.
Yeah, people need to be looking forward to is when Varian finally makes some stuff public, because then people will figure out, because he's even done his own disassembly of Sonic 3 and
I've seen that
Knuckles.
disassembly. It is massive, it is beautiful, and
Who's disassembly now?
I'd love to use it. Varian.
Who's disassembly are we talking about?
Sonic 3 and Knuckles 1 by Varian.
Oh, okay.
Why is it not public?
Because he's still working on it.
Oh, okay.
But it's supposedly a lot better than the one that's currently available.
Well,
it is. I've seen it.
Well, the one that's currently available isn't exactly split.
His is.
Well, I gathered that.
And
anyway, that's the end of the main trophies apart from the top 3. It's now time for the community trophies, which all of you guys voted for.
Yay!
You lovely viewers at home!
Yes.
While still playing the Sonic 3 hack, I guess.
Yeah, because most of these we've already gone through.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can only play a few levels of this, so I might change it to something else in a bit.
Can you do Eric Sands and Super Sonic? Because that's awesome. Awesome.
For the Polygon Gym Community Trophy, this was given by the public to an ordinary Sonic ROM hack.
Yay! Thank you again, everyone. Please stop asking for a download link now.
Mark, I'll be honest, when I saw that on the YouTube, like the first time I ever seen that, I just exploded laughing. It was the greatest thing ever.
But
I was getting these videos and I was like, oh dear, what's happening here?
Should I ask about if the ending is still the same?
The ending?
I don't want to give it away if it's changed or not. So, if the ending of an ordinary Sonic ROM hack is still the same.
The ending, right? Do you mean after a game over?
No, I mean when you actually beat the game.
Oh no, that hasn't been done yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one that's released is only up to Labyrinth anyway. You can't get any further. It just resets to Sega screen after that.
Okay.
I can say that it's been really painful waiting for a download of an ordinary Sonic ROM hack. You know.
Oh yeah, for you definitely, considering you've been able to play about 3 times.
Yeah, man, I had to wait absolutely ages. Lol.
Next up, the 11000101 Community Trophy is the Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Networks. I don't think we really need to say much more than that because we already discussed it.
Again, well deserved.
Cool.
I feel like a lot of them coincide with the judges' opinions.
Mm-hmm. They do. It's actually quite surprising this year how much of them actually did.
But the next ones get a little bit different. For the Lava Reef Community Trophy and the Windy Valley Community Trophy is Metal Sonic Hyperdrive.
For both of them?
Yep, for both of them.
What's Lava Reef again?
Lava Reef is best level layout.
Okay, and best level art. Okay, I can dig it.
So it seems people really like the Sonic CD style.
For the DA Guardian Community Trophy that went to Sonic Winter Adventures, although I'm wondering, did they really vote for the CD stuff or is it for the FM?
I'm hoping it's for the FM because the CD stuff is mostly Mega Man. Mostly Mega Man.
Mostly Mega Man.
There was a post on the site when people were voting Sonic 1 CD remake, and people had to say, well, this is only CD rips, it's not as best. The ones that were below actually have different music and should be voted, and then people realised that.
Yeah, because I mean, seriously, that Sonic 1 CD was nothing more than a POC. Come on now.
Unfortunately, they were just arranged tracks. It wasn't anything too special.
Yeah.
No offense.
I was a little bit disappointed that it wasn't.
Do my eyes deceive me, or does this Hydro City have a different palette?
Yeah, it has a different palette.
Yeah.
For the Sonic 1 CD remake thing, I was a little disappointed that the music tracks weren't from the Masato Nakamura album that was released last year or something, or the year before.
Yeah, never mind. It's not the end of the world.
And for the Hidden Palace Community Trophy, a little drum roll here.
Yeah, the number one.
Okay, Sonic Generations The Unleashed Project.
Called it. Called it.
Surprise. How much people loved it.
It deserves it. That hack is awesome.
Thanks. The thing is, you see people always kind of complain about how Unleashed is like, oh, boost to win, or oh, freaking everything like linear level design. But then you see people love the hell out of this hack, and then you're like, well.
It's because
well, do you love it or do you hate
Time
it?
Sonic was terrible.
I love it. I just didn't expect
their joke refinements for generations. So.
Well, this was
there's no Werehog stages.
This is the thing about the Unleashed project. It took the original game, got rid of all the bullshit, polished up what was left that was great, and then there you go.
Fair enough. Pretty much, yeah. I also like how because of the Unleashed project, so many doors have been opened because Dario just like literally developed tools for the Unleashed project that are like, hey, I can also use this to import other levels now that I've cracked the model format and the object mode and all this shit.
Oh yeah, just a quick thing. Speedy Zuba, no, the partial private entries will stay partial private. It's up to the author.
They will be released when the author sees it as good as possible to it. Anyway, it's time for the top 3 winners. We've waited so long for this.
Yeah,
okay.
These are now the top 3 of the judges' votes, not the community ones. Those are all gone now. These are what we voted for the top 3.
And let's just say, today we were still deciding them.
Yeah.
Really?
Funny enough, for a number of these trophies, there were a number of ties. So we had to go and re-vote, recast, and re-examine.
For the Lava Reef, we got Shadowfire to re-vote because he picked for a completely different hack, so I asked him if he could pick between the 2, and he did.
And that's why.
For one of them, the next one of the top 3, we decided, well, we've already got a clear winner of one of them, so let's award that.
More people voted it for that position than the other. So, anyway.
For the Dust Hill Trophy, we can have a drum roll here, please.
La 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 la.
Yep, the Dust Hill Trophy, 3rd place, goes to
Metal Sonic Hyperdrive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, buddy. There it is.
Excellent work.
Massive improvement.
It deserves its place. Maybe next year it could get 1st place. You never know. So thanks for.
See where it goes.
Anyway, our Wood Zone Trophy, which is the 2nd place. Sonic Generations Unleashed Project.
Well, I'm fuck loading that up.
Yep, the Unleashed Project gets 2nd place.
That's surprising.
The first
Sorry, just flip the table.
Yeah, the first place, which wins a $250 cash prize, yep, and a picture of a plant is drum roll.
The plant's the most important part of the prize.
Yep.
It's signed by Takashi Iizuka.
Yeah, are you ready for this? Because the winner of this
It's a
hasn't even
shocker.
entered. It's Sonic 2 Titanium upgrade by Thomas Speedrunner.
Yay!
Yeah.
Badum-tish!
Speedrunner, please don't
Nah.
spend all that money on packets of crisps and sweeties. Actually,
No,
Buy
it
some
wasn't.
Jaffa
It
cake.
wasn't that.
we were only joking because the actual winner is.
Just reveal it already!
Yes, Dr. Sonya and Silver by Slash and Pals.
Really?
Yep.
Hey,
Really.
expected that.
I was not
You know why we
expecting
brought
that at
you
all.
in here.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
So you get to explain, you get to do your winners story.
Big.
Holy crap, I'm like completely, that was totally unexpected. I never expected to win. It was, the whole reason this even in the contest was because I needed feedback because it was just sitting there because of the job and all that. So like, oh my god.
Yeah,
But
can I
really,
just-
go
Wait,
ahead.
Oh, no, you can it's your hack.
No, I was just gonna say thanks to really, the team deserves this thanks more deserves that more than I do, because like it wouldn't be as much as it is without them. DA Garten, Thorn, even Marky contributed some, Marks contributed some, Puyo Tweaker, just for gag, everybody like they put work into this, and that was awesome. Even Hayate. Hayate is the one who did the special stage, and so yeah, he deserves props.
Even Spanner for that one track.
No, you don't deserve anything. Get out.
No. Although the question is, what are you going to do with the cash prize? Are you going to split it between the more for the
I'm
big
going to give. I'm going to split the cash prize between everybody else. Like I'm not even going to take any of it. Like they can divide it.
That's a man who stands for his team.
Can I just say something though? I find it funny, like the first and second place hacks were the same hacks, so like the judges were like, oh, these kind of came in like when they're already released.
Oh.
Like you deserve first place, man.
Well, just thanks. Oh my god, like
just
I don't know what to say.
so much for this.
There is a surprise though, because like I said, this was tied, and we were obviously discussing it, and people thought that the Unleashed project was going to win this. Even I thought the Unleashed project would have won.
I thought the Unleashed project was going to win. So
I thought it was a shoo-in at this point.
I'm talking to Derry right now. He's saying, "Yeah, 6-year-old hack, too much work, it deserves it." And he's saying it would just be stupid if like something like this, of like S Factor, because like a lot of work was put into Unleashed project, but like S Factor, you just like have 6 years of tooling and retooling. Like it would kind of be a disgrace if.
I would personally. I'm kind of honored that he thinks that. I wouldn't think so. Like if I got second place to Unleashed, I would understand that, because like I really enjoyed that pack. So props off to them too.
Yeah, like we have to understand is Unleashed was made by a professional company. All we did was just import it into another game system.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever.
Shut up.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I mean, I tell them shut up or anything. It's just like, okay. I mean, that's how you feel, but still, it's awesome.
That's what it is. It's a game that's supported. Like we did throw our own spin on it, but like you just, I remember playing this hack too much in school with my laptop. Okay, I'm glad to see it win.
Just one thing very quickly, Donut Man, if that would have got first place, I would have quit. Put it that way.
Hey, I need to read this now.
Even I,
Sonic Retro would have boarded up their door.
like, okay, I love what he's done for that Sonic Ordinary hack, because I'm a big, I suppose I'm a fan of it, I guess, but no, sorry to sue.
S Factor definitely deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ordinary ROM hack was a novelty, but it wasn't first place material.
I mean, this is a full scale, everything changed.
It's no
I
you.
mean, okay, there's remnants obviously of the older levels in there, but very, very soon it looks like they're very slight, if anything at all. You've got new characters, you've got new abilities, you've got new music, you've got new everything.
Got everything. It's the whole bag.
I'm really glad to see this one because this has always
You
been
can even use telekinesis on the. You can even use telekinesis on the freaking.
Yeah.
I love that.
This has been one of my most favorite hacks for quite a long time, so I'm really glad to see it win. So congratulations, Aquaslash.
Okay, so I would just want to give a few special thanks for the contest. Obviously our judges, which were Sonosu, Garden, MegaGWolf, Mercury, Shadowfire, Super Egg, and myself, who judged this contest. You know, they spend their time, they take time to do these, and obviously we get some good results. Also, Sonosu designed the graphics and the website, so obviously he's done great help.
Yeah, sorry about the few hiccups with that, guys. Next year, it won't be that bad, believe me.
Also, Aquaslash, I love how you actually put in the beta bee enemy that was able to shoot fire and burn bridges. Does it actually burn like
It can't. No, actually, it's not even supposed to be in the first level because there's no room currently to put its fire art in it. Well, no. What it's supposed to do?
Actually,
it's supposed to. Yeah, it's supposed to shoot a burst fire shot in the first level. I just haven't been able to get that program. So.
Alright.
Also, thanks to obviously MegaGWolf and Some Call Me Johnny for their streams. It's been very popular. We've had 300 MegaGWolves and Johnny's had 700 every day usually.
Okay, don't have to rub it in!
Get those mods. Those guys are ruthless. Holy crap. Like, I'm just watching
had to be near the end.
Yeah, they gotta be.
Near the end, they really had to get ruthless.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were good streams. You can get Johnny's streams on his YouTube channel. MegaGWolf's chosen not to put his streams on YouTube because he's going to be doing hack showcases for them. But all five Johnny streams are now on YouTube. Also, there's like to thanks people who have joined us or fixed stuff or provided stuff like Dalek Sam, Donnie, Dude, Erica, Jane, Marky Jester, Reverie, Shawnee B, and a lot of other people who have helped keep this contest run for a good week. And it was pretty well done aside from the few hiccups, but we sorted them good.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
You said many things. Stop.
I'm sorry.
Aww.
Fine. But this is kind of bugging me. Aquaslash, why is there a black line under the silver spines? That's always annoyed me, like when you go super and then there's just a black line there.
Palette limitations.
I suck at shading, so I'll work on that.
It's fine, it's just...
Yeah, but really, that's about it.
Also, I would like to thank one person who unfortunately was not able to make it this week, and you know she's been keeping this contest going for how many years now? Ayla.
Go Ayla.
13.
Ayla.
Obviously, if it wasn't for Ayla, we don't know how this contest would be. But unfortunately, she couldn't make it this week. I know that when she does come back, she'll see how good this contest has been.
Yeah, I'd definitely consider this year's hacking contest to be an absolute success.
And for once, we actually got the judging done in time.
Yay!
Everybody got 3 minutes left.
If you ever noticed that ever since I've really taken over, I'm very pushy with our deadlines. So
yeah, that didn't do anything last year though.
I remember last year.
At least we got things going. I'm not sure how long the rest of the hacks will be on the site, but they'll definitely be on our places like SSRG's repository where you can get last year's public hacks from.
No doubt every single hack will end up with a Sonic Retro page on the wiki, so if you want to find them, go there.
I said I'm stupid and I screwed up and forgot to disable the Sonic 1 codes on the. So I'll update that one eventually.
Also, what we will judges be doing is obviously seeing what worked, what could be fixed for the next year's contest. There will be information about that near the end of the year. So I guess
one thing that I know I will be adding into the website is the ability to enter something as a team instead of just one single username. So
yeah,
that's one thing that will be going in there. And the site will actually be in one place next year as well. It won't be in two.
So yeah, I guess we can just do our goodbyes from everyone. So feel free to do what you want.
Sure. It's goodbye from me, but no doubt you'll see me in G's. Yeah, no doubt you'll see me in G's streams in the chat as always.
God.
I'll be disappearing from this opportunity once more.
I thought we were gonna get rid of him
this time.
Hey. Because me and Sam and a bunch of other people are going to work on something, isn't that right?
Yes.
Ooh.
Maybe you'll see it next year, who knows? Obviously people like Chimera.
It's Sonic 3 Dimps Edition, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe. You never know.
I'll try to be more active next year. Oh my god, this living is killing me. I'll try to post stuff.
Oh, sorry, hang on. Hang on.
We've got a few more minutes left, so any other goodbyes, or I'm just going to say goodbye from everyone, like Donnie and Overlord and Jane, Lazzy.
This is Gene signing off, and for the love of God, check the retro front page.
Please.
Okay, Aqua, you can like type as much as you want now.
Oh my god, it's on slow mode. Oh my god.
I'm doing it now. I was gonna ask you to just give me temporary mod powers just so I could do that. So
Nah, don't mind. I mean, the stream's gonna be over soon anyway.
Yeah. Alright, let me find out what my click for hint 3. So, while this is going on, I will be in the chat answering questions and doing whatever. But, good job to everybody that entered. And, yeah.
I'm gonna
thank you
continue
to
to.
everybody for voting and crap. Like, oh god, I don't even know what to say.
I think I've got like
everybody.
4 or 5 minutes to play this, to be honest, because that's when I think I hit roughly the 2-hour mark. So.
Alright, play away. And.
Yeah, has anyone else not said their goodbyes yet?
I think that's it.
Goodbye.
By the way, I would like to say thanks for the 204 viewers that we've had in this stream. Finding out the results, dedicated people. I think. Like,
thank you to all of you guys who have been keeping up with this every single day of this week.
Also, one thing, we actually got a results show that ended properly and never had any issues, unlike last time. Hooray!
Oh god!
Hooray!
Hooray!
Quiet, or Sonic.exe may make one last hurrah.
And suddenly it pops up in the middle of S Factor. Oh god!
But yeah, thanks for taking part in the contest.
Oh, why? Why did Aquaslash get?
Now,
putting in caps, Aquaslash.
I think the stream's open, so I'm going to get up.
Because the passwords are in all caps, so God.
Damn it, Moobot!
How dare you do your job?
Please.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
That's amusing.
You can win.
I'm sorry, mods. I forget.
That gives strike.
Well, Aqua, if you write them down, I will like show them off or put them in the description of the video I make of this.
Okay.
Does this mean we've got to change them for when we actually do release it with the characters in them?
Can we have a password that says praise him and then
No.
it just goes?
No. No.
Please.
No.
If anything, it's
No.
It's getting higher and higher. No! No! No!
No more!
Wait, I wonder if that's even the right amount of characters.
No,
No, it's not.
Higher pitch with
God dang it! 516 more seconds. Oh my god!
Someone unban him!
10 minutes.
Oh dear.
How long is that?
Evil.
It was really to punish people for doing it. So.
10-minute ban.
Yeah.
Like I think it was like Thursday or
10
Wednesday.
minutes.
I think go well.
Look at it, just deleting my messages. Oh my
All right, you should be good. Try again.
I remember that, Dar. When you almost banned yourself because you saw the .exe in your own warning.
Yay.
Right, I'm going to post the results in Virtual SSRG now. Hooray!
Let me actually unlock the actual page on the site because there is a results page, and every hack does have a banner, so it's all there.
I mean, I totally am acting surprised because I totally did not see you post them as a preview. Spoilers, I did.
Yeah, post this review and then I'll
You
echo
don't
it off
say.
Retro.
Right, there's going to be a link in the chat if you don't mind me posting that, G.
How dare you? Yeah, go for it.
Oh my god, just to the results page, just for people to see the results if they want to see it.
Actually, I think this is the first time I've used his telekinesis in this.
Yeah, I was about to say, why don't you use it yet?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's your pulse, that's you.
It's probably because I'm not used to having the ability to do so.
There we go.
I'd like it if the spike balls floating around would be able to hurt enemies, like the Orbonaut right there.
Oh god damn it, Moobot!
God dang it!
I also know that the S Factor ground music
It
is
wasn't even all caps. Oh,
Why?
Okay, anyway, I think we're out of time. I can't make this any longer or else. I think that was a good thing to end it on.
Bad mod. Very bad.
Moobot is pro mod.